Welcome to the High Ground Podcast. I'm your host, Ollie, and with me is my co-host with the most.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's just jump. First of all, how are you doing, Cisco?
All right, I'm chilling.
All right, let's mental health. He's a doctor.
He's a doctor. All right.
You quack.
Fucking Kai.
Is that a slur to you?
Doctor? Quack. But yeah, so Kai Cenat, you guys. Kai Cenat.
Well, you got
popular Twitch streamer guy. Mm-hmm. Guy who be on Twitch doing all the Twitch
Put your foot in it, man. Damn. Sitting there like you just took your kids.
Doing all the Twitch things, right? He hosted a PS5 giveaway. A giveaway where he gave away a PS5 and a bunch of other shit. Long story short, he made the mistake of hosting this in New York City, specifically Manhattan. So hundreds of niggas showed up, routing the streets of Manhattan, causing immense chaos.
Pandemonium in the streets.
Pandemonium over a PS5 and some other shit. My question is, like,
where the parents?
That's we can't ask.
They want to blame this one guy, but when it's
I'm
clearly
not saying
the children,
blame the guy.
No, it's the children. The children need to get beat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But asking where's the parents of every single 100, because it's not just kids. Because that's the thing. You know, it's not just kids there. It's niggas. It's niggas there. Yeah. Like actual niggas.
It's like you were saying off air. Now they're gonna blame black people for this.
They're gonna blame black people for this exact thing. Those cars trying to just get past everybody.
My thing is they were throwing plates, robbing bodegas,
not the bodega.
They were robbing like street vendors, just smashing shit.
My question is, what the fuck was Spider-Man? That's my question. What the fuck is Spider-Man?
He was on his day off.
They're around the bodega. You gotta get Spider-Man.
Miles and Peter fucked
both
up.
of them. Like shit, man.
This is the canon event.
This is the real canon.
Like, what are they doing?
Why are you on top of the fucking? Oh, these niggas thought it was the Purge.
They truly treat it like the Purge. He just throw a camera.
He's like, hey, get the angles. Get the shot.
Oh. What's going on? Good Lord.
Nigga waving at the camera.
All right, well, do you have anything to say about this?
Niggas is crazy because niggas is crazy because niggas is crazy.
Holy
and then they're gonna blame niggas everywhere for this one thing.
Do you think Kai should be like?
I mean, he didn't know it was gonna be like this.
I feel sorry for the citizens of New York.
Yeah, that's who I feel sorry for. I don't think he should, like, because he didn't tell niggas to riot.
No.
He didn't tell niggas to riot. He didn't tell. You know. I was about to say some crazy shit. I don't think. Trump told those niggas to raid the Capitol. Trump told those niggas to raid the Capitol.
So you think this is January 6th all over again?
Yeah. Trump told those niggas to go raid the Capitol. Kai did not do that. Kai did not do this. But yeah. That's the Kai Cenat thing. And
they said your fans are a clear representation of who you are.
Everyone, listen.
Is that valid?
That can be valid because, like, let's just say iDub fans there are a lot of really racist and homophobic iDubbbz fans, but there are also some people who just like.
But is iDubbbz himself racist and homophobic?
I don't know currently. He used to be. I know for damn sure that in the past he was. I don't know about currently because that's one of those things that niggas hide. That people hide that now.
Mm.
You can't. It's a lot harder to be openly racist and homophobic on the internet now. You have to find a reason. You have to find a reason. For example,
that is true.
For example, right now, look at Lizzo. The whole Lizzo lawsuit thing has given so many people an excuse to be like, now I have a reason.
So explain that again.
So allegedly, Lizzo had created a extremely toxic working environment.
Mm.
Lizzo and her manager, they would have these bitches working crazy hours. They would pester them about their sex lives. they made them simulate oral and vaginal sex with bananas.
What?
Like they made them put bananas in their pussy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's also sexual harassment.
Yes.
And
allegedly.
We
have to say allegedly. Allegedly.
Wow.
But yeah, long story short, Lizzo is probably is allegedly a disgusting person. Allegedly a disgusting person.
Wow.
So basically, the lawsuits are currently being drafted. Blah blah blah.
Not everyone's turning on Lizzo.
The people who aren't turning on Lizzo are weird to me because everyone that it's such a weird dichotomy, right? Because look at me, someone who's not really a big fan of Lizzo, like one or two songs of her I've liked. I'm like, oh yeah, most people in Hollywood are kind of shitty anyway. I'm not. This is not out of the realm of possibility.
That's why you don't have any idols.
This is not out of the realm of possibility. Whatever. And then niggas, because let's go back a little bit, right? Let's remember who this is. This is Lizzo. The woman who most honestly before this just existed and garnered a fuck ton of hate from niggas for being fat, for existing as
I don't
fat.
think it's necessarily just being fat. I think it's
what else?
More like it's what she represents.
Like
body positivity,
which is just being fat. It's just being. That's all that is. All body positivity is being fat and wanting to be healthy. It's being like thick and being healthy.
Telling people like it's cool to be like 365 pounds.
No one is saying it's cool to be 365 pounds. That's not what that is. No one is saying that.
It's one thing to be like, hey, little girl, you're a little chubby.
No one is saying it's good to be obese.
Yeah. Have you seen fat TikTok?
Fat TikTok is just being like, okay, whatever. Don't be fucking depressed. You can work to have a better body image, but don't be fucking depressed.
Nah, bro.
You're saying that people are
out here being like, look at you. You lost weight. You see, bitch.
Those people are toxic. Those people are wrong about what body positivity is as well. Those people are also wrong.
Right.
Yes. Objectively. Yeah. So long story short, niggas saw that there's now a ticket to hate on Lizzo with no social consequences, and they're like, you bitch, you motherfucker. Like
that's so funny.
That's pretty much what's going on.
They're like this is our time.
This is the time now. Now is the time.
If there was ever a time to floop the pig, it's now.
Like that's what
my God, that is terrible. That is terrible. Like with every other thing, when a celebrity has accusations against them, you have the army of people saying that the people were lying, even though the thing just happened, and there's not a single detail of the case. That's why we say allegedly. That's why we say allegedly, because like allegedly. There's not a single. It's not a yeah. The details, the document was like the 20-page document was there, but like there's been allegedly.
But the investigation was not done, and there's one of those things where
is this what's his face all over again? What's buddy's name? What's the dude's name? Jonathan Majors. Is Jonathan Majors again?
I wouldn't say that because like this just happened. This like just happened, and it's one of those things where it's like there's no reason to do this. There's absolutely no reason to
allegations
to do. Yeah, there's no reason to do something like this. Like, of course, regardless of if she did it or if she didn't do it, there are gonna be people on both sides. Like, regardless of if she gets proven guilty or not, there are gonna be people who be like no, or see?
She did that shit.
Like regardless. So like it's just one of those things where it's like objectively you have to wait for the facts of the case, but things are not looking good, especially with how detailed that document was.
Well, what are the details of the document?
It was a 20-page document detailing every single like thing that occurred for this case.
And how many people are corroborating this?
Like 10, 15 people.
Oh shit!
Like
that does not sound good.
She would also fire them if they got too big, which is
like big,
like fat. She would. Yeah. Yeah.
How does that work?
She would fire them. Her background dancers.
That's like an anti-Semitic Jew.
Yeah, it's like an Uncle Tom.
Yeah, that's like a coon.
Yeah, it's very much.
How does that work?
I don't know, but that is what allegedly happened to several workers, to several people. So come in. Okay, so yeah, the Lizzo stuff. Okay, so from one controversy to another, so you know how we stand with SAG-AFTRA, correct?
Yes, we are pro.
You know who doesn't stand with SAG-AFTRA?
Oh no!
You know who doesn't?
Stephen Amell,
which is so funny.
This,
bro, that's so wild. Bro, that's so wild. That Green Arrow does not stand with the fucking union.
He was never Green Arrow, nor was he Bruce Wayne. Because Green, you know who wouldn't do that? Fucking Oliver Queen would never.
Oliver Queen would never do that. Would never say what this nigga said. You are not Oliver Queen.
I mean, I understand where he's coming from. I don't
either.
I
don't understand where he's coming from.
I get what he's saying. I just don't support what he's saying. Because he's saying, think about it like this. Well, on top of the fact that he has his own shows, it's putting people out of work. But at the same time, are you going to pay residuals to the people that need?
Yeah, of course it's putting people out of work, but these people are not making a living wage to work regardless.
It's a chain reaction of things. It's not just...
But that chain reaction is what's going to cause the stir to make the change.
But you have to remember, it's not just... Okay, when they're fucking around and doing this shit, it doesn't just affect actors. There's union members that are getting fucked over, lighting crews, catering. This is a whole business and a whole organization.
It's a whole business, and people are getting fucked over in that business.
Right.
No one is getting paid. The people at the top
they're getting paid. They're not getting paid well
enough. They need with the rapidly changing economy, with things rising in such price. Would you feel good after you wrote a whole season of a show?
I never said it was good, but like again, that's not the argument he's making here. He's saying that this action, especially pigeonholing people and telling them to be like, well, you can't work if you're part of this organization. Like, that's fucked up when there are other people that are literally living paycheck to paycheck. You're now telling them, well, since we're all striking, because remember, Friar Drescher doesn't have to worry about that shit. Matt Damon doesn't have to worry about that. Like, if God struck him down and said, Ben Affleck, you cannot work in Hollywood again, he'll be fine for the rest of his life. So a lot of these people that you see grandstanding and walking out of Oppenheimer and Barbie, they're set for life. So if they choose to strike, they can do that. It's the little guys that are not.
The little guys are down there too.
Yeah, no.
The little guys are down there too.
I get that. And they're risking their house, home, and all of that other shit.
But that's the thing. Regardless, these people are going to be out of house and home. Regardless.
Well,
their jobs are being replaced by AI.
No,
anyway,
that's not what...
Writers,
no.
Yes, we're getting to that point.
No, that's not...
Yes.
That's not... Where are you hearing your information?
They're going to start replacing
You do know that's not what's happening.
What's happening?
That's not what's happening. They're worried about residuals, not about...
But I'm not talking about the residuals right now. I understand the residuals.
Again, they're not being replaced by AI. The two arguments that they're fighting over is residual paychecks and reusing their likeness. That's what's being fought over right now, because what they're saying is we can scan your likeness for a day,
and then reuse it. You see the Flash, the Flash movie. That's what people are arguing. First of all, it's literally impossible. The only thing AI can do at this point is, let's say it's bad for people that do pitch meetings. That's literally the only ones who get affected by this.
There's a company that made an AI program that can generate infinite episodes of South Park.
They're not good, brother. I hope
that's the problem. It will get there.
It will never. I hope you know it.
It will get there.
You know why it will never get there?
Why will it never get there?
Because there are certain human characteristics that AI can never.
It'll never be good.
No.
I'm not saying it'll never be good.
Okay, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. If Hollywood were to ever use it, they're not going to use it the way you think they're going to use it. They're going to use it for pitch meetings, meaning like there's a whole group of people. Their entire job is to pitch concepts to Hollywood. So the treatment of the story, they'll tell you, hey, do the treatment of the story. We had the computer come up with this. Now you do the treatment. Before the invention of AI in this situation, you would get paid fully and compensated for coming up with the pitch. Now they're worried if the AI comes up with a random pitch, might not be good. You have to do the treatment and clean up the story. That's like saying, all right, I want AI to come up with the next Ninja Turtles movie, right? Boom. But I'm going to tell like Johnny G to rewrite the story and make it good. That's what it is. Like the AI is not actually doing any of the other shits. Why people are mad is because they're telling Scabs and all these extra people, hey, come here. We're going to pay you a lot of money right now up front to use your likeness. But the catch is we're never going to pay you again. We're never going to pay you again for this likeness. And we get to do whatever the fuck we want with your image afterwards. That's why people are like, whoa, slow down, Playboy. You can't fuck me out of my money. Not like that. So yeah, that's why that's the AI part of that shit. And then the other part is like streaming and residuals, because it's such a murky thing, because these Hollywood fucking Zaslav, again, all these executives are doing bonuses when they don't do shit. They don't produce shit. They don't make anything. They don't do anything. They just run the company and say, here, that's it. That's why everyone's so fucking mad. You give yourself $1 billion bonuses for doing nothing instead of paying residuals to people who need it. You're buying $1 billion yachts and shit. That's why the industry is so fucking mad. That's what. And now everybody's mad at Stephen Amell because he's like, on the one side, I get it, because his entire crew and people are working to give us a product and all that other shit, and his whole production has to get shut down now because they're not allowed to do the thing.
Yeah,
but at the same time, you have to make sure that the people that aren't, getting regular work and whatnot are getting their paid dues. That's all people are asking. So it's like, and it looks kind of bad, especially when everybody was getting on his ass, especially all his other castmates on Arrow, except for Felicity and Diggle are literally doing the shit in California, and you're here in New York going, okay, yeah, whatever. It's basically like...
Until today, when Stephen Amell finally popped up on the SAG-AFTRA picket lines
in New York. Which is not where everybody else is.
That's not where everybody else is. But look, I'm all for a change of heart. But then this shit just happened like 2 weeks ago. This shit happened 2 weeks ago. Now he's like, no,
this thing's been going on since.
No, May. I mean Stephen Amell specifically.
Oh yeah.
So Stephen Amell was like a week and a half ago. He's like, yeah, you guys, I'm sorry, but I do not support this.
Well, it just looks kind of sus because it's like
the flip flop.
Yeah, because we know this screams PR. Yeah, this doesn't scream like genuine. Like I want to go and help and be part of the thing. Yeah, it's like, oh, my marketing team told me this would be good. He literally promoted his show on his IG while that shit was going.
Was it the wrestling show?
Yeah, which was really good. I like the show, but he's not allowed to do that.
But yeah, melodrama. TV, do better. You're not Green Arrow. You're not the real
you
Green
failed
Arrow.
the city, bro.
You really failed the city. Imagine being Green Arrow and not being a liberal. That's wild. But yeah, the other show, Loki season 2,
and Marvel fatigue.
and what?
And
Marvel fatigue.
How do you feel about Marvel right now?
I said it a couple weeks ago. On the last episode, I'm probably gonna watch Loki season 2, probably at some point. I didn't watch Secret Invasion. Didn't care about it.
What was the whole thing with Secret Invasion?
Here's the thing. You're not gonna see me call Secret Invasion bad because I didn't watch past episode 1. I didn't care. Like, you're not gonna see me call something bad that I didn't watch. I watched
certain people.
Unlike certain people. I watched episode 1. I watched. Didn't really fuck with it that hard, so I dropped it. Didn't care to watch the rest. The last Marvel thing I liked was. What was the last Marvel movie that came
out? Ant-Man?
I thought Ant-Man was okay. The last Marvel thing I liked was Spider-Verse, and that's not even an MCU thing. It's not an MCU thing. That's a different thing. Last MCU movie I liked was Black Panther.
That's fair.
Last MCU show I liked. What was the last MCU show before Secret Invasion?
She-Hulk?
I thought She-Hulk was fine. That was alright. Like I understand the problems with it, but I think the hate was way overblown. I think the hate
that shit was aggressive.
I think the hate for that shit was way.
You guys were out here.
Y'all were crazy
acting like that shit.
She-Hulk. They're going crazy on She-Hulk. No reason.
Nuts.
But yeah, objectively, I think the worst MCU show to me, I don't know. From what I've said, I didn't go crazy for Moon Knight. Moon Knight was better than She-Hulk, of course, but like I didn't love it that much either. I liked Miss Marvel. I liked that one. Falcon and Winter Soldier was fine. I guess I just don't have that much passion for the MCU.
It's just meh.
Yeah, I just don't really care. Damn.
Are you suffering from late burnout?
It's not even burnout because, like, I suffered from MCU burnout before. Now I just genuinely don't care.
What do you think makes you not care?
I think it's one of those things where it's like I've watched a lot of MCU content. I've liked a lot of MCU content. I've disliked a lot of MCU content. But we're at a point where it's like, it's not, I wouldn't even say that all the current stuff is bad. Because it's not all the current stuff is bad. It's, honestly, it's just like before when it was like some good stuff, some bad stuff. Not everything's going to catch my eye. But like, I just don't care about, it's not that I don't care about the universe. I only care about specific characters in that universe.
You're starting to sound like the certain people you've grown to hate.
But those people hate minorities. I don't hate minorities. Those people hate minorities. When those people say that, they mean the people I grew up with and these new woke people, blah blah blah, are terrible. Like, no, I mean like the current characters right now that I care about. Like Miss Marvel or Shuri, people like that. Like I care about current characters, but I'm not trying to watch. Like Ant-Man 3 just felt like a waste of time to me.
Yeah,
it just felt like a waste of time. Like we got like, and niggas are acting like that was our introduction to Kang. It was not.
Loki.
It was not our introduction to Kang. Stop acting like it was our introduction to Kang. It was not. So yeah, and honestly, to me, okay, I would say Kang felt a little more threatening in Ant-Man and the Wasp, but I felt way more intimidated by his Loki appearance.
Because you know what I loved about Kang and Loki.
What?
Kang and Loki was just a very like calm, chill guy. But he knew that no one could fuck with him, because when they do, there would be these massive consequences.
Valid.
Kang in fucking Ant-Man 3 was doing the big Chad villain thing, and like that doesn't work for me unless you're physically imposing. Yeah, Jonathan Majors is a physically imposing guy.
I'm about to say.
I'm not saying Jonathan Majors is not a physically imposing guy, but like I don't know. After seeing that first Kang, which worked better for me, this other one was just like, all right, okay,
wild.
He was a threat. Yeah, I'm not gonna act like he wasn't a threat.
Beat the shit out of him.
I'm not gonna act like he's not. He wasn't a threat. But I feel like that's not, but it didn't feel like that was Kang Prime. It didn't feel like that was Kang. It felt like Loki Kang was
the
Kang
most
Prime.
dangerous Kang?
He's dead.
Oh.
Oh. He's gone.
Oh, SpongeBob. Why?
Like he's gone. Like,
he's dead.
He's dead. Yeah. That's why. That was the whole point. It was like, so I was like, did we really kill him? And then we cut to the millions of Kangs that are still out there.
Holy shit.
That was the point.
That's dark.
It was like, but yeah, that's pretty much my thought on the MCU right now. It's pretty much one of those things where it's like,
I like some things and I don't like other things.
Like, I feel like the Marvels is going to be pretty fun.
But no one's going to give that a chance.
And then also part of it is the fans. I'm really tired of nerds. I'm really so fucking tired of nerds.
Because they bitch and complain every 5 seconds.
I'm so tired of nerds. That's why, listen, there are certain fandoms that I've ignored because I'm tired of nerds. Like that's why I don't talk about Star Wars. That's why I don't like Star Wars.
Star Wars nerds are annoying.
I legitimately do not like Star Wars.
The worst.
So outside of that, I don't know. Like I want these projects to be good, but not all of them are going to be good, and that's just kind of the result of pushing things out in this machine that the MCU has.
You think we're getting too much product?
It's not even, because it can be a lot of product, but the product has to be like good. And when you push out that much product, not every product is going to be good, and that's fine. Okay with that. We don't have to have an Avengers level threat every single fucking show, which is also something that I feel like they're trying to chase, which is annoying, and then it's also something that a lot of the fans want, which is also annoying.
What?
That they want everything to be on the scale or above the scale of Endgame.
Yeah, everybody wants an interconnect. I keep hearing that as a common critique. They're like, well, if it doesn't always connect, then what's the point?
But even then there's also a point of connecting things in a way that has no like meaning.
Well, was Endgame always connected like that?
It wasn't always connected like that. Because my thing is, like, I like when things are connected, but like it has to have like a purpose. Yeah. Like I still don't know. Like I know why Wong was in Shang-Chi, so that way we could have the Abomination set up for She-Hulk. But then, like, I don't know. It just feels like there could have been an avenue to do that without having to connect Wong to it. We've seen a lot of Wong lately. We've seen a lot. I love Wong. I love Wong. Wong is great. But like we've seen him so much, and he was in a lot. And he was in like 20 minutes of Shang-Chi.
Hey, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Benedict Wong's a great actor. I love Benedict Wong. I love Wong the character. He was great in Multiverse of Madness. He was great in Doctor Strange.
But
doesn't need to be in every movie. It doesn't need to be in every show. Like we can live our lives. like we could vibe without Wong for 10 minutes, and we've been doing that. And look at that. Things are kind of good now. Kind of good.
Wow, that's crazy.
We can have other characters.
He said things are kind of good now that we don't have this guy walking around.
What if instead fucking M'Baku showed up for some reason? Like M'Baku showed up.
That is random. That is pretty random. I will not argue with that on that one. That is pretty fucking just like, all right, I mean, you're here. But why?
like I love Wong, great character, but it's like, why?
Why do you exist?
Why are you here? Yeah, that's my thoughts on the MCU. I feel like we're just at a point with it
You're
where
just
it's
tired, bro.
Where I'm just kind of tired, and it's like, I don't know. I want things are. It's not that things are bad when things are good.
Looking up Millhouse.
When things are good, I'm able to acknowledge that they're good.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have problems with things, I have to be like, not for me.
And you don't have to watch everything. Like people,
I don't watch everything. I refuse to watch everything.
Are like, oh yeah, if you don't watch everything, you're a piece of shit.
I still have no idea what the fuck Eternals is about. I still have no idea what the fuck Eternals is about.
I refuse.
You will not catch me watching fucking Eternals.
No.
Or anything Inhumans related.
That's fair. No one gives a shit about those.
Which is why I find it weird that people are like really mad that Miss Marvel's now like a mutant in the comics. Where it's like, yeah, they changed it, but it's not like they retconned it. She's just a mutant now.
Let's be honest, you don't care.
You don't care.
You were never reading her books in the first place.
Like,
and even okay, let's play this game and say we give a shit. Who the fuck gives a flying fuck about the internals? Whatever the fuck she is.
No one cares about the Inhumans.
Yeah.
No one cares about the Inhumans. Like it's literally the like no one cares about.
It's such an asinine thing to care about.
Honestly, I feel like she fits better as a mutant anyway. Like in her
because people actually know what the fuck that is.
Also that, but like I mean in terms of thematically. In terms of like the themes of finding your place in the world, feeling like an outsider. That's literally what the X-Men are.
I mean, the Inhumans do that shit too, but like nobody cares. That's the thing. That's the argument I was gonna make for that. Yeah, like that's literally the same exact thing, but like
the X-Men did it, but better. The X-Men did it, but more memorable. Like
Simpsons did it.
Simpsons did it. Like,
holy shit!
No one gives a fuck about like fucking. What's that one shitty ass like Simpsons ripoff? No. People know Black Bolt. People know Black Bolt.
Oh,
Black Bolt's a cool character. But like, Medusa. No one cares about Medusa.
Fucking like. I'm trying to think.
I was about to say Light Ray, but that's a new guy.
That's a new
Light Ray is a new guy.
Wrong universe for a second, bucko.
Light Ray is a new guy.
Holy shit, that's funny. Has it gotten to the point where it's just that bad?
I think so. They tried to bring it back in a really
That's
shitty
when we
show.
didn't have rights to the X-Men, though.
They tried to bring back Inhumans.
Yeah, when we didn't have rights to the X-Men.
You didn't have rights to the X-Men. It was just a really shitty show.
Holy shit.
Krypton? Remember Krypton?
I thought you were going to say, remember cryptocurrency? Yeah, I remember that.
Remember Krypton? The show?
That was okay. That was actually entertaining.
I don't remember it being bad. I just remember it being forgettable.
Yeah.
Was it on the CW?
No, it was on Sci-Fi.
No wonder it flopped. No fucking wonder.
Yeah, you just have to be a real such a deep cut show too. Adam Strange was there. It was a lot.
But yeah, basically that's the MCU and Marvel shit at this point. Now let's talk about something that brings me true happiness.
Some real shit.
And this makes me very happy as like a nigga. We got yet another Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
And one that's like, because, okay, here, for people who don't understand, the Ninja Turtles are a very sought after franchise, right? Everyone has the version that they like, and every other version is stinky baby poo poo trash, right?
Apparently.
That's how Ninja Turtles works. Every fan has their one thing. And then everything else is just
depending on when you grew up.
And it's all depending on when you grew up.
Or if you're like me, you're a rational human being and like every different version.
Like basically, right? Think about it this way. If you're an old head, you like the 80s and the 90s cartoon, which is like kind of
the 80s and the 2003.
No, if you're an
there's
old
no 90s cartoon.
Oh my bad. The 80s cartoon. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought the 80s cartoons
the
seeped
90s
into the 90s.
is the fucking out of the shell.
No, but I thought the 80s cartoons seeped into the 90s.
Yeah, but you don't see the 80s in the 90s. It's just the 80s show.
All right, the 80s show.
Okay.
You liked the 80s show, and then with the silly, goofy, haha 80s show, and then you like the original movie from the original 90s movie.
Okay.
You like that movie?
It's reasonable. But yeah, okay. Yeah.
The 80s show, truly, the more I go back and watch it, it's very much a relic of its time.
It's bad.
But that's the thing. Would you say it's bad for the time that it came out?
Well, that's because that's when, like, children's cartoons were not taken seriously.
But even then, we got like one or two serious shows that were breaking the mold. So like I'm not gonna kick it while it's down. We got like yeah, it's not for me. But I'm not gonna act like I did everything fucking wrong. But like it's just not for me. And you got the 2003 show, which very much directly adapted the comics.
Tried to in some ways, yes.
In some ways,
it's probably the most faithful out of all the youth adaptations so far.
Yeah. After that, we got the 2012 show, which
really good.
It's a really good show, but got criticized heavily
to
hell for being CGI, for being a CGI animated show. And even then, well, personally, I'm not a big fan of the CGI, but it got better over time, like a lot better over time. Like,
yeah,
like there are some scenes in the show where I'm like, oh damn, this is like really fucking good animation, and like yeah, it had its 5-season run. Did really well. Like it was good. And then we get to the 2018's Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
which had amazing, phenomenal animation,
some really good storytelling and writing, but got screwed over by Nickelodeon because, well, they didn't advertise it, and it got a lot of backlash when it was announced for being woke.
What was the woke?
April. The woke was April. And only April. That's literally all the woke was April. They also hated the designs in general, which I still don't understand because those designs are beautiful.
Yeah, they all look unique,
which is what they should be. I should not be mixing up the turtles. I should not be mixing up the turtles.
In the past, the only way you told
is the mask.
In the 80s, it was the mask. Then the 2000s, it was
they tried to give them like different shades of green.
Yeah.
But yeah, personally,
yeah. But didn't 2012 do that?
2012 also did the size thing
and the shade thing
But still, I'm sorry. Like, no. Like you could tell them apart by the silhouette. Like, basically, yeah. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Rise got canceled and then ended its run with a movie as of last year.
Yep.
But around that same time that movie was announced, we also got a movie announced by Seth Rogen, be produced by Seth Rogen's company, and that came out. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. And that is a movie that I saw this week.
Speak on it, brother.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Favorite Ninja Turtles movie. Period. I think it's better than the 90s.
Is your favorite incarnation of the Turtles?
No. I think it's I think it's better than the 1990 movie. I think it's better than Rise. It's definitely better than 2007. Fuck, since when is that a fucking contender now?
Yeah.
That fucking shitty ass.
It had some things that
worked. It had some things that worked, but overall,
yeah, it's not.
What are the name of the villains in that movie?
Patrick Stewart. Patrick
fucking Stewart was the villain in that movie. That movie was wildly forgettable because it came out at a wildly forgettable time. 2007. Like, no.
That's a pre-Obama world.
Pre-Obama's fucking world. Yeah. So yeah, those movies. The 1990 movie is great. The Rise movie is great. This movie,
I don't like Out of the Shadows. You don't like the ninja rap. Ninja.
I enjoy TMNT 2. Right, Secret of the Ooze is good. I don't like 3. No one likes 3. And then I don't acknowledge the Bay movies.
Wow, TikTok, you about to get Chelsea.
I like that song. That song is fire, but I do not acknowledge those
famous SAG actor Stephen
Stephen Amell as Casey Jones
was the worst casting
I've ever heard in my life.
I could get past Megan Fox.
Stop casting Stephen Amell as wildly liberal characters. It's not working.
He has to be a straight edge.
Make him a cop.
A very conservative character.
Stop casting
him as Hawkman.
Yeah, that would work. That would have worked.
If you ever bring him back,
casting Stephen Amell as wildly liberal characters. That doesn't fucking work. But
oh Jesus Christ.
But yeah. Basically, after Mutant Mayhem follows the turtles as they try to save New York, they try to assimilate into society.
Don't they want the bitches?
No, they just want to be accepted by society. Their goal is to fucking go to school. Their goal is to go to high school and be popular.
Right.
But in order to get accepted into the high school, they're going to save New York. They're going to save New York.
We gotta save the city. Do they have the accents?
They have very subdued New York accents.
Yay.
Very subdued.
How is Jackie Chan as Master Splinter?
Jackie Chan is Master Splinter. This Splinter is very much kind of like Rise Splinter.
Oh,
he's not Hamato Yoshi. He's not Hamato Yoshi.
I hate when they do that, even though I know that's canon.
It's the rat thing, but it's not. But it's not like he watched.
It's the Bay version.
No,
where they learn from like kung fu ads.
Yeah, they learn from a kung fu watching kung fu movies.
Fucking hey, bro.
That's what they learn. But the Bay version is worse because they learn from in the Bay version they learn from a book, from a fucking book.
So out of the three versions, like, so the original version where he's Hamato Yoshi's pet rat, and
he learns from the rat.
The 80s version.
I like the one where he was Hamato Yoshi.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that
it makes more sense.
It very much opens.
And it has a reason why Shredder wants to beat the shit out of him. Yeah. Why would Shredder just pick a random beef with a rat?
I think it works better. I think it works better because it gives them an actual. It's more. There's more story potential with that, at least.
Yes. I know so many people are gonna be like, nah, I like when Splinter's just a rat. No, bro. No.
So yeah, this movie is about
John
the turtles.
Cena as Bebop.
Yeah.
No, wait. Which one's Bebop? Which one? Mondo Gecko.
I think he's Rocksteady, and then Seth Rogen's Bebop.
The first time Bebop is not a black man.
Remember when it was JB Smooth?
Yeah, he was JB Smooth. He was also Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
He's always been black.
He's always been black.
I don't care because you don't need to be the race to be to voice a character. I'm just pointing that out.
Raphael, you have bravery. Leonardo, honor.
Stupid one. So does Splinter call them by the colors?
No, he calls them by their names.
Okay.
So yeah, they gave the highlight of this movie to me is the fact that they gave the turtles real like personalities of teenagers
and their kids
and their actual kids, which is, and the reason why it feels so natural is because a lot of the dialogue in this movie was fucking ad libs by the actual actors of the turtles. That's why all of it feels so natural. In the script writing they were like heavily like involved in the script writing process too.
Ooh, more money.
So that's why if the fucking dialogue feels so natural.
And apparently they're getting a TV show too.
Yeah, and apparently they're getting a show. So like it's very much like one of those things. Let me break down the dynamics. So Leo is the awkward, anxious one. He's the guy trying to rally his brothers to do nice things because he feels a sense of responsibility to who they are, and he wants to make their dad proud. Raph is the troublemaker, not like the angry one. He has anger issues, but not in the terms of like being like an asshole.
He's not violent.
He's not. No. He's violent to everyone that's not his brothers.
Okay.
It's the opposite. He's very like he lets out a lot of aggression in fights instead of just to his brothers.
Okay.
To his brothers, he's just like the troublemaker guy.
Okay.
Donnie is the weeb. He's the smart guy who makes anime references.
Is he
the sarcastic? Yeah, the sarcastic guy.
Rise, ever since Rise, like Donnie has become one. Like peak turtle.
Yes, he's the sarcastic one that makes anime references.
Straight up.
Donnie comes up with the plan to beat the final villain, and he literally says, "Fly up there with like Attack on Titan with the ODM gear." That's a quote. That's a quote from Donnie. That's a quote from fucking Donnie. He has a Gojo sticker on his staff as well.
How about my favorite turtle?
Mikey is like it's kind of like Rise Mikey because everyone is funny. They make him like the cinnamon roll baby, but he is also the blackest turtle.
Yeah,
he is also the blackest. He's the one that's very much a nigga. Like Donnie's also voiced by a nigga, but Mikey's the one that's very much Mikey's the naive one. Like Mikey's like the naive one that's kind of like, oh yeah, we could talk to him, it'll be fine. And everyone's else like, no, Mikey, you don't understand. And they're like, nah, I'm gonna show you, bitch. I'm gonna show you, nigga.
I'm gonna force my love.
He is also the sauciest one though.
Oh man,
he is the sauciest one out of all of them because he's the black one.
I miss when Mikey was just like
the funny one,
a dude, bro, like just out here like yeah, yeah, like rap. Look at this.
But because all of them kind of share that same personality trait, they have to give them like very distinct differences.
Yeah, but Donatello, in my opinion, it should have been. Raph's sassy, Donatello is snarky.
Sassy and snarky are very similar.
Okay, Raph is rude, right? He'll just be like,
Raphael is rude, but
right, he's rude. He's supposed to be rude. He'll be like, you're ugly, and I don't like your face. And then Donnie be like, you're stupid. and then fucking Mikey's just be like, where the bitch is at? And Leo's supposed to be that's the problem.
That's what I'm saying. They meet
to uplift Leo. We must cripple everyone else.
so fucking they end up meeting April. Blah blah blah. They form a thing, and she's like, if you guys beat up this criminal going around, you might be accepted into society. So they meet the criminal. His name is Superfly, voiced by Ice Cube.
Perfection.
Yes. He was created in a laboratory by Baxter Stockman.
Originally it was supposed to be Baxter Stockman, the toys, but they changed it in the script. Because the original script,
it was going to be Fly. It was going to be like Baxter Stockman Fly.
In the original script, they were supposed to go to high school, and Baxter Stockman would have been the teacher or the principal.
I wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so Superfly's Ice Cube. He's mutant Malcolm X, basically. He's mutant Malcolm X.
Magneto.
It's very much
Magneto if he was a fly.
Magneto if he was a fucking fly, basically. That's very much how he's got a whole squad.
Yo, you're my cousin.
He's got a whole fucking
mutant animals.
Mutant animal squad. Everyone's got different personalities.
Mondo Gecko. Who else is in there?
Mondo Gecko.
Is Leatherhead here?
Leatherhead's in there. Everybody's in there. But all the designs are very much based on their 80s incarnations, though.
Oh, wait! So does that mean Leatherhead's Australian?
Yes.
Crikey! I didn't go at my baby.
So yeah, all the designs are based on their 80s incarnations. So no monstrous giant Leatherhead. It's
Bebop Rocksteady.
Bebop Rocksteady. Yeah. So yeah, all that shit happens. Basically, what happens at the end of the film? Superfly doesn't listen. He gets turned into a giant mutation kaiju of a bunch of different animals in New York City. It's this big old thing. They beat him. All the other mutants are seen as heroes. They all get to integrate into their own society. At the very end of the movie, we get a tease of Shredder. So the next movie is going to be about the Shredder.
Question: did we get a woman named Cassandra?
No,
did we get a woman in the show?
We did not. The only woman in this movie is April.
No. There just should have been a character in here.
There was no one named Cassandra.
Okay, her last name would have been
Jones.
Not Jones. Fucking what the fuck is his name in 2003? Basically, Krang.
There was no Krang. Oh no, the Ultron bitch. The bitch whose name was Ultron or some shit. Yeah. She was there.
Krang, by the way.
I know. Yeah, I knew that. I got that. I got that. But I was like, oh yeah, that bitch got an alien in her stomach. That bitch got an alien in her stomach or some shit.
That's Krang.
That's gonna happen at some point. I know that. I know damn well.
So they already teed up
they teed up all that shit. So yeah, that's
voiced by Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, giant celebrity cast. I like how all the main characters are basically voiced by nobodies, but then they got all the mutants are voiced by like big celebrities and shit.
Yeah,
I don't know how they're gonna fit that into the show though, because you're not gonna get Paul.
No, they're clearly gonna have like a different cast. Because
you're not gonna get Paul Rudd to come here.
The show is probably gonna have like you have different actors, and then
maybe the main four will be.
The main four because they're just normal. Most of these kids are TV actors.
Gumball, fucking Gumball's Leonardo. So
I see like the 4 kids voicing the Ninja Turtles on the Paramount show.
I don't know how you're gonna get Jackie Chan.
Probably they're gonna pull a Jackie Chan Adventures and get a sound alike.
Yeah, because Jackie Chan is busy right now. Coming Rush Hour 4.
Rush Hour 4.
But yeah, that's going on with the Ninja Turtles movie. I liked it a lot, very much, because the 90s movie kind of drags for me a little bit. And then the Rise movie is good, but it very much feels like a TV movie to me.
Damn.
Like, it's very great movie. But, like, I feel like if I had seen it in theaters, it would feel more cinematic.
Because the animation goes hard.
The animation in that movie goes really hard. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, I want to see this bitch in IMAX. IMAX.
I need some shading.
So I can some shit. So I can feel it.
Dolby Atmos.
Yeah. So, like, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching today's podcast.
Plugs.
Go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/comicwave. Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/comicwave. We'll see you guys next time.
If you're listening to this on anywhere where we're listening to podcasts, don't forget to leave a like, leave a couple stars for the algorithm. Do the Patreon stuff like Cisco just said, and don't forget to share this because that really does help. You have anything to plug, Cisco?
Go drink some.
All right.